Hey, it's Coach Justin from Ultimate Baseball Training, and as you're well aware by now, baseball season is currently on hold, and unfortunately, none of us really know how long this is going to last. And unfortunately, there's a lot right now that's not in your control. But I'm a firm believer in controlling the things that you can control and focusing on that. It's something that I preach all the time on this channel, and so that's what I want to help you with in today's video. I'm going to share with you 5 things that you can do to stay ready for baseball season. The best part about it, you can do all of these things at home. They'll help you stay ready for when baseball season finally does make a comeback. And then at that point, you're going to be ready to go and you're going to be ready to have a great season. So without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, so number one, the first thing you can do to stay ready is eat quality foods. Now, I'm gonna kind of breeze over the very first 2 here because I think that they're simple, they're basic, they're fundamental, but that does not mean they're not important. So I wanted to be sure that they're said because I think they're so critical for you to stay ready to have a great upcoming season. So eat quality foods, all right? Because food is your body's fuel. You've heard it before and you'll hear it again that you get out what you put in. And so if you eat quality foods, you're gonna have better energy, you're gonna have better stamina, you're gonna have better body composition on the field, right? You're gonna feel at your best and you're gonna perform at your best when you have quality foods that you're putting into your body. But the opposite is unfortunately also true. If you're spending this time right now just eating a bunch of junk food, you're not gonna feel good right now, you're not gonna have energy right now, and you're definitely not going to have it once the season starts. Okay, so eat quality food. It's so important. I'm not going to harp too much in this video on what eating healthy means, because the reality is I think a lot of it is intuitive, right? You know that, hey, I probably shouldn't be drinking this soda right now, or I probably shouldn't be eating this candy bar. That's probably not the best thing for me. I think if you focus on eating real wholesome foods, you stay away from the sugar, all that kind of stuff, I think that you'll be good to go. And I think it's so important right now for you to remember that during this time, you are creating habits. And the question is, do you want good habits or do you want bad habits, right? When the season does finally come around, if you've been doing nothing but eating junk food during this time period, it's gonna be tough to break that habit. But on the flip side, if you use this time to really install positive nutrition habits, then when the season rolls around, you're gonna have a hard time breaking those, and you're gonna continue to eat really, really well, and it's gonna help you on the field, it's gonna help you off the field too. You're gonna be more alert, you're gonna be more mentally clear. So there's so many positives to eating healthy. Last thing I'll mention before we move on to the next one is, what is your competition doing right now? Are they eating healthy? No, your competition right now is eating very, very poorly. So if you do the opposite, right? If you stand out right now, if you focus on eating quality food while everyone else is eating junk food, when the season rolls around and you continue that momentum, you continue to eat quality foods, what you're gonna realize, it's like a mindset shift. You're gonna realize that, hey, I've been doing things that my competition has not been doing. Therefore, I deserve things that they might not deserve, because I spent the last 2 months or however long this thing lasts, I've spent that time developing positive habits. So that's just another thing to keep in mind throughout this entire thing is, what is your competition doing? And if you want to beat them on the field, it starts right now. You're going to start to feel like you deserve things that they don't deserve if you're doing things right now that they aren't doing. Moving on, the second thing you're going to want to focus on, stay hydrated. Almost 70% of your body is made up of water. So doesn't it make sense that almost 70% of what you put into your body should be water as well? I think hydration is important for everyone, but it's especially important for athletes. Being dehydrated is going to have a negative impact on not only your body, but your mind. That's not good if we have a negative impact on our mind, right? Because baseball is such a mental game, and it can have negative impacts on your vision. Being dehydrated can affect your eyes, and that's not good either, because our eyes are so important in this game of baseball, right? And in fact, studies show, this is how thin your margin for error is. Studies show that a 2% fluid loss of your body weight can result in huge negative side effects, like you're gonna have less endurance, you're gonna be more fatigued, less energy, less motivation, and you can even at 2%, you can start to develop some heat illness. And so obviously we want to stay away from that. I don't want to harp on this for too long because I know that you understand the importance of it, but the biggest thing is ask yourself, are you doing it? Are you hydrated? And the last thing I'll leave you with for this particular tip, a quick little hack that'll help you out, just carry a water bottle around. No matter what you're doing, carry around a water bottle, whether you're inside, whether you're outside, because it's so easy when it's there, when it's available, it's so easy for you to drink it. But the same can be said on the flip side. If it's not there, it's easy not to drink the water. So stay hydrated, carry a water bottle around with you. All right, number 3, this one's a big one. Keep your arm healthy and strong. Now, if you can get out there, if you can get outside and you can throw a few times per week, I think that would be ideal. But bare minimum, if you can't do that, I think you should at least be doing some rotator cuff exercises. So if you have bands would be great. You can use those, you can clip them onto a fence, and in 5 or 10 minutes, you can work all of the muscles that you use in the throwing motion. You can get a great workout in 5 or 10 minutes. So there's no excuse not to do this. If you don't have bands, then I'm sure that you have light dumbbells, or you know, get resourceful, get creative. You can even use soup cans or some light objects around the house. So there's really no excuse. I've done videos in the past where I share specific exercises with both bands and with light dumbbells. So if you need specific exercises to go to, just look up those videos on the channel. They're right there for you. But I think it's so important during this time. You've got to do something, whether it's throwing, whether it's bands, whether it's rotator cuff exercises with soup cans or light dumbbells. You've got to do something to keep your arms safe, healthy, and strong. Another thing you should be doing to stay ready, if you're a position player, is you should swing every day. Look, if you don't continually swing the baseball bat, it's going to be so much harder for you to pick it up once the season finally starts, all right? So that's why I think it's so important. You have got to swing every single day. And imagine this, okay? Imagine that you're watching a horse race, right? And all of the horses are at the starting gate and they're all sitting at a standstill. But there's this one horse that has actually been, behind the gate, has been running full speed. And by the time he gets to the gate, when the gates drop, this horse is running full speed. Everyone else is starting at a standstill. Well, right now, I got news for you. Your competition is sitting at the starting gate at a standstill, right? Most of your competition is at home right now, watching Netflix, playing the video games, not swinging every day, not doing the things we're talking about in today's video. So if you want to be that racehorse with the advantage that when the gates drop, you're already sprinting full speed when the season starts, now is the time to do that. And swinging every day, I think, is going to really help you get there. So that's an analogy that I think makes a lot of sense right now, is the racehorse example. You want to hit the ground running. You want to be running full speed when this thing is finally over. So if you have a net in your backyard or your basement or your garage, I think that'd be great. You can do, your tee work every day. You can do soft toss every day. But even if you don't have a net, even if you don't have anything to hit into, just swing the baseball bat. Take 25 swings when you get up in the morning. Take 25 at lunchtime, 25 before you go to bed, right? I think baseball and hitting is such a game of feel. You've got to get that feeling back every single day. And if you don't have something to hit into, or even if you do, another great thing you can do during this time is work on improving your bat speed. Get a lighter bat, get your regular bat, get a heavier bat, rotate swinging those. It's called overload, underload training. It's one of the best ways to improve your bat speed. So there's no excuse. Get out there, swing every day. And the last thing you really need to be doing to stay ready is home workouts. Look, I understand it's tough right now. The gyms are not open and it makes it a little bit harder to get in a good quality workout, but now is the time to be resourceful. So if you've got dumbbells, great, use those. If you've got kettlebells, great, use those. But find something, be resourceful. And even if you don't have any equipment, you can still get in a great body weight workout. I always recommend on this channel, even when the gyms are open, I always recommend baseball players do plyometrics. So I would double down. I'd really focus on plyometrics right now. These are body weight exercises that work on your explosiveness. And as you know, everything we do on the baseball field is explosive. So plyometrics are great. If you've got a medicine ball, there's so many different drills and exercises you can do with medicine balls. Like I just mentioned, plyometrics. You can use bands, dumbbells, kettlebells. You can do stretching work, mobility work. You can even do yoga. So I think the most important thing is that you do something. Do something every single day and try your best to make it as baseball specific as possible. Try your best to make these exercises things that are going to directly translate to more success on the baseball field. So think about what you do in terms of, when you're swinging, when you're throwing, what muscles do you use? How do you use those muscles? And then try to figure out a way to program that into your home workouts. But like I said, the biggest thing, do something every single day. Before you go, I want to share with you a brand new free gift that I created. It's called the Contact Point Checklist. It's 100% free. All you have to do to download it is just click on the link down below in the description, or I'll put the link in the comment section as well. But this Contact Point Checklist, again, 100% free. What I've done is I've freeze framed the swing at the point of contact so that you can compare your swing at the point of contact and see, okay, what am I doing a really good job of and what areas at the point of contact do I need to improve? So it's a great way to help you improve your swing, and it's 100% free right now. So all you have to do, once again, is click on the link down in the description or in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. That way you never miss any of the upcoming videos we have coming out on a weekly basis. So subscribe, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.